Grady's been trying to, understand what Coach Allen really wants to do, but got on the grass, got to feel it a little bit, seem more comfortable for you. Just what your takes from it?
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely want to be attacking style defense. Want to be fast, physical. Know what we need to do, our assignments, and he's been pretty clear on his expectations for everybody involved, from the front to the back end. And I think it's going to take a lot of work for us to be able to achieve what we're capable of. But that's the beautiful part of it. It's a process, day in and day out, and just establishing a culture, the way we want to practice, the way we want to play the game. And that's what it's about. So I think we all here just learning each other, but putting our best foot forward every day to be able to, put our best defensive product out there.
You've seen almost everything at this point in your career. Is there anything he's asking you to do that you feel like that might take me a little minute to get that fully down?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. What is refreshing is working with a coach that's has such a high standard for what he expects, and the detail. With the work to back it up, the resume to back it up, and to be able to just learn from a great defensive mind, I'm really appreciating. And so that's something that I'm definitely taking from this experience, and I can't wait to see where it takes us.
Really, a big question last season for the Bears was accountability. You coming in, we know you big on being accountable, getting the work done and all that stuff. How have your teammates responded to your voice in the locker room so far?
I think, more importantly than a voice, I think just the way it come to work, coming to put in work daily, and but the thing about it is, the guys have showed up to put in work. We've been grinding. It's been a heck of an off-season program, and it's been fun because and challenging because it's pulling us together, man, and it's challenging every man involved to put their best foot forward. Not 1 out of the 4 days, 2 out of 4, but every day. And that's what's been the really refreshing part for me. I think more than just with me coming in and saying we got to do this, we got to do that. It's I've been enjoying seeing what these guys are made of and being a part of this group. I come join this group, and some great guys here, and I think a ceiling is very, very high for us. And I feel like every player in here, they want to do good, want to do good and working for it too, and I think that's just what's the thing. And I'm only familiar with what I know so far being here in the building, but it's been great to see the response from the challenges that the coaches have given us, and just get better every day.
We last talked to you when you first got here and everything was still really new. What has it been like for you to start new for the first time in a long time in a new place with
It's been refreshing. It's been refreshing for sure. It's like having the experience of playing the prior 10 years, going on year 11 now, but the new refreshing feeling and excitement of being not really a rookie, because I know how to be in the NFL, but just being in a new place for the first time around new people is really refreshing, and it puts you in a position to where you want to put your best foot forward every day. Not that I'm saying that I didn't want to, regardless of where I was prior, but it's natural human, instinct. And I think I've been enjoying it, man. I've been enjoying it. My life up here in Chicago has been awesome so far. It was simple. I go to work. I stay like 2 minutes from here to the facility, go chill, come to work. And, it's really simplified life for me right now and just in this transition. So I've been enjoying it, man. And it's just going to continue to get better the more I continue to put in more work, learn everybody in the building, and most importantly, start, bringing some wins to this program.
Are you doing anything different this time of year coming to a new team than you would normally be doing at this point?
No, not necessarily, especially with phase 3 at this point. I'm always at a phase 3 in the off-season program. No, not much differently. I don't got my same massage therapist that's in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So I use people here and stuff like that. But other than that, nothing too much different. And but the different part is being in a new place on a new team, learning new defense and stuff like that. So that's different.
When the Bears drafted Jamar Turner, your name was mentioned a lot as somebody who could be a mentor for him and somebody he could look up to. What's your connection been like so far? I know it's limited time. And then what ways do you think you can relate to him as a young player who obviously looks up to you?
Yeah, for sure, man. Like you said, it's been limited time together, but just watching him as a player, he got great natural ability. He's quick, strong, and come from a really good program that played some good football in the SEC. So, he'll be ready to go when it's time to go. But I think me just being able to be in a position of whether it's leadership or just to inspire somebody else, and to be in the same room with him after speaking with him, tell me that he watched me, when he was in college trying to study NFL film. So to me, that's that means a lot, and I don't take it lightly, but at the same time, is also giving him the confidence to know that, you in this level for a reason now, you know what I'm saying, and go ball and do your thing and know that we it's a brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, and sometimes it's like, with him being, I got to be 10 years or so older than him, it could be like, I want us to be like running parallel, which like we working out. Like no, don't be afraid to speak to me. You know what I'm saying? And like encourage me too. I always enjoy when the younger guys came in. Even like my time in Atlanta, some of the younger players that come in and look up to me. But then when we get to talking and rapping, and it's like, well, man, we like brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it makes them more comfortable to go be their best self, and whatever I can do to help mentor them. I'm definitely willing. And it pushes me because I just like the that keep inspiring other people to make me be my best self every day, because I clearly got a standard to uphold. You know what I'm saying? He can't be coming in and meeting me and be like, oh man, this is you, man. Like so I gotta hold up my name, my end of the bargain too. So it keep me going. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a two-way street, man. I can't wait to see what the future got for him.
Grady, what have been your early impressions of Javon Dexter?
Oh man, it's been awesome, man. I think he has a really really high ceiling. Run game, being effective in the pass rush, and growing as a leader too. He was one to like when I first signed with the team. Y'all saw us down in Miami working out together. G put that together. He invited me. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was a big gesture, for him to invite me to be able to hang out with them, spend some time, work on some craft, and I was able to meet him and Tez before I came in the building. I think that's been good for our relationship even before we got in the building, and that just showed his willingness to try to take that next step. And but you can see him, man. You can see the work he putting in the weight room, away from the facility. He here early. He's spending extra time with coach. I think in year 3 is such a critical time, is where you could take that big leap. You play some football, you can get more comfortable, and now you can know how to apply things and really, really take that big step, man. So I'm excited to see what happens for him, man. I think our styles complement each other very well, and I can't wait to continue to go hunt with the guy.
We saw a lot of intent. We saw intensity kind of out of Ben Johnson on the practice field today, kind of getting up in offensive guys' faces a little bit. Has he been that way with the defensive guys too?
Yeah, he our leader, man. So it's even across the board. The standard is the standard, and what I can say is him, none of the coaches, DA, they're not coming off of it. And it's our job as players to put our best foot forward every day to reach what's expected of us. We're never gonna be perfect, but the strive to try to reach it, that could breed excellence. So I'm excited for the standard that he's setting for everybody across the board. So this ain't a program where it's like you try to be guys, friends, to pat them to hopefully they'll buy in. It's you got to get with it. I've been around for a long time, and that's the kind of culture you have to set early, because when the expectations are high, that's what you want.
Grady, you said this workout that Jervon put together was you, Jervon, Montez. Who else was there?
I think Booker was there, and some other players from around the league. But I thought it was cool that he invited me down there and then to get some work in with him, and that was pretty fun.
Where was it? I'm sorry, where was it?
I'm sorry?
Where was it? Miami?
Yeah, Miami, yeah.
As a defensive tackle, do you have any thoughts on the fish push play?
Shoot, you got to stop it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I saw the news they're going to, you got to stop it. You know what I'm saying? It's been stopped before, not at a high rate, but don't let them get 3rd-and-1. Don't let them get 4th-and-1. You know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? I played Philly a lot of times. They're a tough group, and, they have a combination of players and a quarterback to make it very, successful. So at the end of the day, you can't, the rules are the rules, and you got to find a way to stop it.
Have you ever felt like it was a dangerous play when you were playing in it, or?
I don't think nobody got hurt yet. So that's what they have a legit argument. I don't think nobody getting hurt. It's a compromised positions that guys are down in. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Can't cry over something you can't change.
Grady, the schedule release video, was that your first foray into acting, and what did you think about it?
No, definitely not my first. Definitely not my first. Vibe into acting and doing certain stuff with media and media team stuff like that. I think it was awesome. I didn't know what they was putting together when they asked me to do it, and so once I saw, I kind of how to put together the Ben Johnson, well, y'all like my partner, Mr. Johnson ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? We did that 25 times. So even though my stint was small, we put a lot of work in that to get it perfect. So it was fun. I was glad that I was invited to be a part of that schedule release. Especially just joining the team and stuff like that. So that meant a lot to me, and it was fun. My family liked it, and hopefully the fans did too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What have been your early impressions of Dennis Allen now that you guys have been on the grass a little bit?
Yeah, it's been good. A lot of intensity. Obviously a guy that had success in the league. Over in New Orleans, they had a lot of good years, good defenses, and like I said, just his energy, man, and what he demands from his players. I think that's the number one thing that sticks out. Obviously he holds the guys accountable. You can see that at an early stage. If we messing up on something, gonna call you out for it, but it's a good call out. You know what I mean? It keeps everybody on their toes, keeps everybody responsible as far as getting that playbook. And like I said, man, just his energy on the field, you definitely feel that.
You talked about moving around between the different linebacker spots. What does that take from you in the spring and maybe even in the training camp to shuffle around a little bit?
Yeah, I think it just add, this league, man, the more that you could do, it adds value to you as a player. And obviously you develop a different sense, like different knowledge of the game. So just being able to see things from a different perspective, being able just to add things to your belt is always good. So, just taking that experience and, running with it for real, to be honest.
People highlight your athleticism as, being your height and speed range as being ideal for playing that cover too. But now that you're moving into a different system, do you think it actually creates more opportunities for you to make some of those game changes plays on the ball where he's going to put you in situations where you're moving around a little bit, maybe playing some man coverage?
Man, whatever position I'm out there, my goal is to make plays. You know what I mean? Whatever that looks like, I'm going to figure out a way in the system to, obviously get my job done and what coach is asking me to do. But at the end of the day, I'm out there to make plays, and that's what my plan is, whatever position that looks like.
As we just getting started here, was there something from last season that you came into this season saying, I have to get better at that so that we can be more successful?
Yeah, I think just anytime you're at the mic position, I think just making sure communication is always good, execution is always good. Obviously, there's little things here and there that I sit down with myself and I go over through things. I have my own checklist, but I think overall, big picture, is really just communication, plan fast, execution, and making plays. At the end of the day, man, this league is about making plays and game-changing plays. So I think that's number one for sure.
What do you think about the intensity that Ben's bringing out there?
It's a lot of intensity, man. You see it early. I mean, this is our second day of practice, but it's intensity from offense, intensity on defense. And as a whole, that's what you want, man. That's what develops a good football team. You know what I mean? You got this side that's competing like crazy, this side competing like crazy. Collectively, when that comes together, it's a good thing. And, I think that's what we have. You know what I mean? I see it early. Guys just want to make plays. You got guys that want to make plays on defense, guys want to make plays on offense. Take it a step above that. A coach that just wants to score points and, make big plays. And then on defense, a coach that wants to take the ball away and, want to make sure the offense not moving the ball at all. That's what you look for. That equivalates to, just high intensity, just everybody competing at a high level. And it brings a dog out of everybody, man. At the end of the day, a dog want to play with a dog. And you feel that energy, you feel that love from everybody, man. It's going to make you step your game up for sure.
Is that starkly different than last year?
I don't really want to get into compare. You know what I mean? Each coaching staff is different. I think we got a good thing that's going on right now. So I would say that.
Tremaine, has Ben's edge surprised you at all? He obviously had a reputation as sort of an offensive brain, and then he comes in with a little bit of a competitive fire to him.
Yeah, definitely competitive. I wouldn't really say surprising. Obviously we played each other in Detroit, but just getting to know him as a man. That's what you look for. You want a coach that's fired up. You want a coach that got energy like that, and you want a coach that cares about winning and winning, in a dominant fashion. And I definitely, feel that energy for him. Now, this is just our second day of practice, but at the same time, you feel it, Just having conversation, it's like, nah, this guy want to win. And that's what it's about, just as players. That's all of our mindset, So it's about putting everybody's mindset together and really just going out to do it, to be honest.
Bill going down last year, that's obviously a shot to any run defense, but you expect him back, they bring in Grady Jarrett, Shamar. What are you thinking about a group of D tackles, Javon going to his 30? I know y'all ain't pads yet. What you just think about that group that plays right in front of you?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of, first of all, man, I think it's a good veteran group that's in front of him, you know what I mean, for the young guys to learn from. You know, Grady's doing a good job being a vocal leader like he's always been, you know what I mean? Obviously, a lot of people that you talk to will say that about him. You know, like I said, G now getting older, you know what I mean? Dex is working like crazy, you know what I mean, doing his thing on the training field, on the practice field, in the weight room. GP, like all those guys, the list goes on and on because they all working hard. Chris, I can talk about all of them because that D-line group working. And I will say that, man, because I see it firsthand out there on the field, weight room, them boys working hard. And like I said, man, I'm excited to see what they do. You know, I got my guy Tez over there too, leading them boys too. So it's like the list can go on and on, man, because each guy that I look at, they pushing each other. And that's what you want, man. I think it's going to be a big year for them boys.
Tremaine, coming out of the draft, we heard so much about Ruben Hippolyte's speed. Now that you've been in the classroom a little bit, on the grass a little bit, is there anything beyond the speed that maybe we don't notice that you guys appreciate about his game?
Yeah, like I said, it's been early. The rookies just got here, but just like I can see how much he love the game. You know what I mean? Like he kind of just sit back and like not sit back and don't say nothing, but it's like he real observing of what's going around. You know what I mean? I was kind of like that when I was a rookie, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I see what he on. But I think he definitely peeped the scene. You know what I mean? And he gonna be a good player for sure. Like I like the way that he approach it, business like mindset, and you know what I mean. I think obviously I'm speaking outside the field. You know what he doing in the field, speed and all that stuff sticks out too. But just like his mindset coming into the building, especially being a rookie, I think is where it need to be at.
Tremaine, last
Tremaine, you're one of the leaders of this team. What do you make of the Caleb Williams story last week? That before the draft, he wanted to find a way to go to the Vikings.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a real big social media guy, so I honestly don't really know too much about it. You know, I had the pleasure, obviously, of being around him last year. Caleb, one of my guys, man. You know what I mean. I can tell he wants to be here. I can tell that he's a highly competitive person. You know what I mean. So that stuff I can't really speak on it, but just mine and his relationship, like Caleb wants to be here, man. Caleb wants to win. Love the way he compete out there. So I'm looking forward to this year with him for sure.
What's been
Noah Sewell's got the first opportunity to win that strong side backer spot. What have you seen from him in your time together to make you think that he can win that job and keep it?
Yeah, like I don't really know what that looks like, but just as far as him as a player, Noah a baller for sure. I think what he's doing like with his body this year too, you see major changes in that, and that just speaks on, you know what I mean, his work ethic and, you know, how important it is to him. You know what I mean? I think if you put yourself in position to have success, I mean, you're gonna get success. He's working hard, weight room, on the grass, like all that type of stuff, and like his ability to make plays. Obviously that sticks out as well. His mindset and all type of stuff, you know, being a young guy, that sticks out as well. So I'm excited to see what he do for sure.
What does Ben's involvement look like in the defensive meeting room?
Yeah, I mean he lets DA do his thing, to be honest, man. He let DA do his thing.
Tremaine, when we last talked to you, you talked about how the goal was not only just to win, but to win big. How do you implement that now, that mindset now and through our OTAs? Even though it's early, we got to put in the right kind of work so that when it comes to the season, we're ready for those moments.
Yeah, I think the number one thing is really being present, you know what I mean? We got majority, if not all our guys here, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's the number one step because it's a new system, it's a new coaching staff. It's going to take time to gel together. You know, developing that chemistry off the field, developing that chemistry on the field, like getting to know this person. All that stuff goes together to making a good team, a good unit. You know what I mean? Like I can't say I'm going to go out here and do this for my guy if I don't really know him outside the field. So I think being here, this offseason development and that relationship with one another, like getting to know this person and you getting to know me, like we get out there on the field, we're going to lay it on the line for each other because like, I chill with him outside of the facility. You know what I mean? We went out to eat. It could be little stuff like that, but you know what I mean? I think that's what this time is for. Not just learning a scheme, but I'm going to get to know this person. You know what I mean? You got a different background. I want to know how you grew up. You want to know how I grew up. And, like, let's put that together. Now when we go out here on the we're really going to lay it on the line for each other because it's not just business. Like, it's like I can talk to this person on a man-to-man conversation type of vibe. But, I think it's going to be good. You know, obviously on the field, we got to take it one day at a time. You know what I mean? It's new schemes on both sides. So, guys got to learn that. Guys got to put themselves in position to see where they can make plays within the scheme. So it's going to be good, man. It's a journey, though, one day at a time for sure.
I mean, his schedule came out last week. As a veteran, what are the first things you look at when the schedule gets to you?
Man, I'm looking at the first game of the year. I mean, I'm fired up about it. You know what I mean? Anytime you can open up the season at your house, prime time, like I can't look past that. Like that's a big game. You know what I mean? So we just got to take it a day at a time, man. I think that's gonna be good. Open up in our fans, man. You know that type of atmosphere. It's gonna be special. You know, division game like that's the kind of stuff you play for. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be special. Like I said, man, that's a long ways away though. We got a lot of work to get there though for sure.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Kevin, how would you say it's maybe different a little bit this year than last year at this point for you?
It's been fun. I would definitely say, I mean, I don't like to really like get into like comparisons and stuff like that, but just the intensity level of Ben Johnson, I feel like is very evident. I think you guys can see that, a couple times where, he's stopping practice. You can hear him. You can definitely hear him out there. So no, it's been fun. A lot of competition, especially going with the offense. So I really like the additions we made on offense and defense. I think those guys are going to help us out a lot this year.
You said the offense play attacking style of defense. What kind of players do you need to be able to do that in terms of what their mentality and their
Well, like I said, I mean, just the additions we made, especially on that front four with Grady and Dio coming in, being able to help Tez and all those boys. I think that's where it starts. It starts up front. It starts with those guys, first and foremost, stopping the run, something we really wasn't good at last year. So we can attack in that way. If we stop the run, then everything opens up for the defense. Those guys can pin their ears back, get after the quarterback, and then everything, you start making plays once you got a good front four that can pretty much stop the run and also get at the quarterback. And everybody's can sit in zone, make plays, get interceptions. So, but we're going to attack, and it's going to start with those guys up front.
And how does life change in the far back end of the defense with increase in man coverage like you guys are expected to play?
Yeah, I mean, guys are definitely going to run, but we have the DBs to do it. Very confident in all our corners, obviously. Jalen and Tyreek being able to cover all the receivers we're going to play this year. But like you said, with a lot of man, it means tighter coverages. But that also means that, we're going to depend on those guys up front to be able to get after the quarterback. We can't cover all day. But I really like, obviously with the addition of DA, the defense and different things we're going to do, being able to mix it up, not just play man, but be able to have a lot of different things we're going to do package-wise. So I think it's going to be fun. It's been fun so far.
How would you describe Dennis's coaching style with you guys?
Just as intense as Ben Johnson, especially in the meeting rooms. But he's very detailed. I think he's a great teacher. And obviously the staff that he's brought on as well, they're all great teachers. And I think they're going to be a great addition to our defense this year.
What is it like to have Jaquan back beside you?
No, it was fun, man. I think that was, just that whole ordeal last year with him and the concussion. From obviously a player and a brother, just looking at him, seeing what he went through. I know that was tough for him. So he's excited. I'm excited to be able to get him back out there. I know he has a lot of plays that he wants to go out there and make this year, and I'm excited to watch him do it.
JB, to that point, Quan concussion history and you on the wrong side of 30, there's a lot of conversation about how the Bears needed to invest in the safety position. What's it mean to you that they didn't, and what's the mentality as both of y'all go back into a season for him to kind of bounce back and for you to just continue to stack good years?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I think for both of us that we really can't pay attention to and that we really can't worry about, honestly. Every single year in this league is year to year. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if you're about to be a free agent. Honestly, even if you just signed a deal, you know what I mean? Like, if a team wants to get rid of you, they can get rid of you. If a team wants to keep you around, they'll keep you around. Obviously all the cap stuff, but if they team wants you, you'll be here. So I think for both of us, it's all about going out there and just taking it day by day. I know especially with Brisk coming back, and even myself, I just take everything day by day, just enjoying the process. I'm grateful, and I'm truly blessed to be able to go into my 10th year in this league. I would have never. That was always kind of like my goal when I was a rookie. Say I want to play 10 years, but to be in this space and to still be playing well is truly a blessing. So I'm just taking it day by day, just having a lot of fun. And we both have goals, big lofty goals for us individually and as a team. And for us to be able to accomplish those goals, we got to win ball games. You know what I mean? So if we all win, if we win, then we all win, and we all, it all take care of itself.
Kev, you touched on.
There was a story last week about Caleb Williams and his dad tried to find a way to push him toward the Vikings before last year's draft. You're captain of this team. You're one of its spokespeople. What did you think of it? And given what you've come to learn about Caleb in the last year, did it surprise you?
I mean, truly, I didn't really think anything of it. I kind of just read some notes. I didn't read the whole article or book or whatever is supposed to be coming out. I just kind of seen a couple quotes on it. I mean, that was before he was here. If that's how he felt, that's how he felt. You know, obviously I can't speak for him. I can't speak for his dad. But since he's been in the building, since I've been around him, I haven't noticed any of that. I think every single day he's trying to get better. He's still a really good, talented young quarterback in his league, and he's trying to get better every day. And that's all I see from him, just working every single day, staying late, obviously, and meeting with Ben and all those guys, trying to, we're trying to right the ship. We're trying to right this organization, trying to right the culture. And that's the only thing I can see from, honestly, anybody in this organization.
You touched on the coaches with Ben, with Dennis, their intensity, what they bring out there. After a season like last year, do you have a sense of what this coaching staff can do to bring out the best in you guys and like you said, right the ship from where it was before?
Yeah, I think the mission, especially right now, early in this spring, is trying to set the culture right. I mean, just to be honest, this organization over the last, 10 years or whatever, like it's been a losing culture in a way. We haven't really won a lot. So you have to drastically come in and try to rearrange everything because whatever we've been doing hasn't been working. And I think that's the beauty of obviously the guys that they brought in the past couple of years with polls and trying to reshape the roster. It's all about trying to go in and win right now. But it takes, a culture of, rather if it's being details, the accountability and all that stuff. We're trying to hold everybody to the highest level, and we're trying to do it ourselves as well. So like you said with DA and Ben, I think that's the main thing we're trying to get accomplished is really shifting the culture, changing the culture, and not trying to do what we've done in the past and just try to look forward towards the future.
The door opened this week for NFL players to play flag football in the Olympics. What kind of reaction do you have? Is something you'd be interested in?
No, honestly, I think for any athlete to be able to have the opportunity to go and get a gold medal for our country, I think that's an enormous opportunity and it's a blessing. Would I want to play? Probably not. If you asked me probably 5 years ago, I probably would be one of the guys front line. But I did hear something about, I think it'll be during training camp. So obviously, like I said, I don't want to speak too soon, but I just don't know how that will work. But man, I think we got a lot of guys on our team that probably can do it. Shoot, I'm not sure he gonna want to do it, but I think Caleb would be an excellent flag football team quarterback, especially with just be able to broken plays and be able to scramble around, do those type of things. So, but no, I think it's a blessing for sure.
Different for you 5 years ago.
Hey, didn't have as many kids as I have. You know what I mean? Got a lot of responsibilities I got during the summer. I don't know if that's something I'd be looking forward to.
Are you saying you'd rather be in training camp than in Los Angeles in July?
Listen, man. I mean, for me, it's like keep the main thing the main thing. I'm trying to go win a championship. You know what I mean? Like I said, if I was younger and I knew I got a lot more years left to play, I maybe can sacrifice that. But, I know I played more years than I'm going to play. So everything that I'm focused on is trying to go win that chip.
That's one, Josh. When you are entering a contract year, have there been any talks between your side, your camp, and the Bears between the deal? And is that something that you want to do?
Nah, I mean, nothing that I don't think it has been. Like I said, for me personally, I would love to be here. I've loved being here over last year and obviously going forward. For me, like I said, this thing is year to year. And honestly, it's probably going to be year to year for the rest of my career until I'm done playing. Regardless of whatever kind of contract I sign, this is always going to be a year to year. So I put everything, my heart and my soul into this year, into this team, into this group of guys. And then we revisit those things in the offseason. But like I said, I would love to be here long term to finish my career with the Chicago Bears. So that's all I'm focused on right now.
Thanks, guys.
No problem. Thank you, guys.